Hi, I'm Jackie, specialising in yoga for over 50s. Please do this little sequence with me. If you're a beginner, I think it would be a good little introduction to yoga and you'll enjoy how you feel after. So start off standing with good posture. Quickly check your feet are not skew-if, quite parallel, and just aware of your posture. You all know what good posture is, but do you do it most of the time? Do you think you do this? Get that length through your spine, tops the shoulders down, away from your ears, and make sure you don't have that forward head posture. Just connecting into your body. A massive part of yoga is just being more present, more aware in our body, more centered in our body, which will help us in life. And try to breathe in and out through your nose, smoothly as you can. If you notice your breath is a bit jagged, just work on smooth, steady breathing. It's good for your health. We're going to do a little exercise that will be moving with our breath, which is a form of meditation. So good for the mind, the neurology, and we're going to stimulate blood flow, incredibly good for health, cellular health. So the exercise goes like this. So you go, heels come up and the arms pull down and back, and you inhale, and then exhale, you bend your knees and your arms come forward and up. So I'll show you side on. Inhale, keep looking straight ahead. The calf muscles contract. Exhale. Keep going in your own time, or you can stay with me. Squeeze the shoulder blades into the spine there. And also in that one as well. So still trying to feel your middle thoracic muscles in both this one, pull down and back, but also this one as well. Try to squeeze in these muscles here, these middle thoracic muscles. So keep going. It's best to find your own rhythm. Shoulders pull down and back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Feel the calf muscles contract. And then here, don't let your knees pull in or out. And that's the calf muscles lengthening. So the calf muscles, you can go a bit faster. Don't worry about moving with the breath all the time. You can also inhale, exhale. It doesn't really actually matter which breath pattern you're doing too much. So this is really getting the blood flow, the heart. The calf muscles are like a second heart, sometimes called the second heart, because they're pumping the blood here. So we're contracting the calf and lengthening the calf. That's a great one, that one. Okay, next one is a spinal rotation. Really good for releasing some tight muscles around our spine and improving blood flow to our brain. And this is a little bit coordination. So see how I'm tapping hand to the opposite knee. Keep looking straight ahead. If you want a little bit harder, you can bring knee to the opposite elbow, but make sure you're not rounding out. And you feel your heart rate coming up a bit here. So this is contracting all the muscles in the front of the body. So gently toning the belly and the hip flexors. And we want to maintain good hip flexion. So when we get really old, we can still walk up steep stairs, climb that mountain, walk up that steep hill. So it's very important to maintain that hip flexion. And nice spinal rotation as well. Very important for spinal health. Okay, the next one is a bit more about stretching the hips at the front. So you might need the wall for balance, some of you if you're a beginner. So you pull your left heel in and trying to keep your eyes steady, not at the floor, look straight ahead. And trying to stretch the front of the left hip and thigh. And optional, if you want to try a little harder one, then you're arching like this. So, but you might not feel ready for that one. That's fine. You can just do the first step and plenty of benefits happening from balancing on one leg. The other side, so you might need the wall. Most beginners need the wall. So don't worry about that. But just don't totally rely on it. Try to take your hand off. Keep the eyes steady. And trying to get that stretch to the front of the right hip, or whichever side you're doing, it doesn't really matter. Keep the shoulders down, the lift through the chest. Also try to soften your face. There's quite a lot of instructions, so don't need to worry about all of them. And you might, this is optional, you might try a little bit more there and keep those eyes steady, and don't worry if you're not doing this one yet. You might build up to this over time. Okay, great. And just come back to standing. And then we're going to do a little bit of work on the floor. So get yourself down onto the floor for a little bit more work on your body. You know how important your body is, your joint health. So we're going to do a little bit of strengthening at the front, our belly. And first, just squeeze your belly like you have a tight zip. And then try to get your spine neutral, so not dead flat in your lower back. Try to have your lower back a tiny little gap between the floor and your lower back. So that gentle, natural, neutral inward curve. And then if you're a beginner, you start off with light weights. So keep the belly firm. And you're just doing toe tap. See what I'm doing here? Trying to maintain the neutral spine. And just feeling, after a little while, you feel the muscles working called the flexors, the front of the thighs into the belly. Now, if you've done a little bit more of this, you can add on a little bit more weight if you're ready. And that's going into yoga bike ride. And some of you can do a bit more into scissors. And there's a slightly harder one. If you've done more of this kind of exercise and your body's ready, you can lift your head up and your arms can mimic the legs. So that's a bit harder. And if you have any low bone density, don't lift the head up because that's not safe and not what your spine needs. And if you're a beginner, you're not going to do yourself any favours by rushing into the harder one. You build up your strength slowly over time, and that's sensible, safe, and you actually get stronger doing that. So you won't have any setbacks or injuries or creating more tension, which blocks blood flow or energy or prana. So we want to get stronger but not get more tension. Okay, so I'm sure you felt your muscles gently then. Let's do a little bit for the back of the body. So rolling onto your belly. And we'll just do a nice gentle one because it's beginners. So just lift up opposite hand to foot, and we'll do exhale, lower inhale. So exhale, lift. Keep squeezing the belly here. This is gently strengthening our back. Okay, and some people need to be careful because they're prone to their back going into spasm, into over tensing. So just, this should be fine, but just be mindful of not doing too much too soon, and try to keep your hips level, keep your head quite centered. I see beginners always looking forward, and that can strain the back of the neck. So a little bit's okay, but not always doing that. So mainly keep your neck quite neutral. And as I've already said, keep squeezing your belly in this one to help your lower back. And start to just feel the muscles in the back of the body engaging. Try to squeeze the shoulder blade in to the spine. Connect into those shoulder stabilizers. Also, you can feel your glutes, not just your lower back. A little bit hamstrings. Another really good one. So a little bit of strengthening our belly, a little bit of strengthening our back. Okay, so we're going to roll onto our back again. And just hug the knees in. Just relax the lower back and the belly. Take a few deeper than normal breaths into your belly, then your chest. In through your nose. Out through your nose. And just to finish off, as we always do in yoga, in Shavasana, that means corpse pose. So just lie on your back just for 1 or 2 minutes at least, maybe 10 minutes you need. And it's just like plug in your battery, quick little recharge, maybe a little reset from being busy, a little bit stressed, a little bit of sore back, and just focus on your body right now, breathing in and out. And try to accept your body. I hear a lot of people complaining about getting older. You're lucky to get older, so tell your body, you're doing really well. I'm very grateful. Try to have that positive attitude of gratitude. And if you need longer, of course, just turn off YouTube and stay for longer. Please subscribe to my yoga channel. I specialize in yoga for the over 50s. Basically, you can call it yoga, you can call it body work, you can call it mind body exercise. It's just good for your health. So you can live a long time, happily and healthily. Thank you.